Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Hexcells Infinite. Hex, H-E-X. I'm not sure I pronounce it quite right. I keep wondering if I'm saying heck, H-E-C-K, cells. I mean, it's almost an accurate miscommunication at times when you look at big puzzles like this and you just want to say heck sometimes. For instance, what the heck am I supposed to do here? Well, this one is actually the beginning of this. And this is really weird, actually. And this one is actually the beginning of this, too. Let's see. Because there's only one in this column, and it has to touch 5. We know that either the opening is here and the opening is here. And because there's this column and this column both can't be here, we would from this diagonal know that either this or this one was going to be the opening for this 5. So if we know the opening can be here and here and here, and then these two are giving us contradicting information about this one and this one, then we know this is the opening. So that means everything else is a mine. This one has been satisfied now, so we can get rid of everything here. This one has been satisfied, so we can get rid of everything here. And that was the beginning. This one gets rid of this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And we're hitting these question mark walls that the game likes to make. This 2 is already satisfied, so that's out. These question mark walls make it pretty difficult to continue solving it just by the basic way of playing the game. You have to start thinking bigger. This 3 is 3 consecutive, so we know that's in already. This 2 is touching 1, this 1's touching 1. So now we're seeing the full power of a question mark wall. No bit of information is transferred from this section to the rest of the game. As far as the empty cells that tell you how many it's touching. But the bit of information we do have is, for instance, that there's only 5 here, or there's only 3 here. Of course, we may need more information than that. This 4 has already used up 3 of its slots, so I can't put 1 here and 1 here. That would be 5. That means this has to be it. So we'll get rid of that. This one gets rid of those 2. This one gets rid of that one. This one gets rid of that one. But I don't know what the next step is, because this 4 still could be 4. Well, we know here only one of them can be. And that means these 3 fill in the rest of that. Because there's 5, and of these 2, only one of them can be a mine. So 1 between those 2, 3, 4, 5 include these 3. So when this is touching 2 already, it eliminates this. This now is only touching 1, so include that. That satisfies this. This has been satisfied, so it gets rid of these 2. This question mark, this 1 gets rid of this one, and this one. But again, we're seeing some question mark walls here sprout up. This 2 is already touching 2, so get rid of those. this 2 now has already been satisfied, so we can get rid of this. For whatever little that's helped. This is touching 2, so get rid of that. This one's touching 1, so get rid of that. And again, we just have a question mark wall blocking us. This 2 only has 2 opportunities, so that's included there. This 2, one of them has to be here, and that's the only one, so we can get rid of this. And this 0 here now eliminates this, this, and this, which then means there's only 2 options here, so that's included and that's satisfied. This one gets rid of this. This one includes this one. This 3 we don't know about yet. Although we will soon, because there's 2 here and the 3rd is here. That means since there's only 3 in this column, this can't be 1, this can't be 1, and this can't be 1. This 0 gets rid of these. This 3 now includes that one. This 2 excludes those. This has been satisfied. This 1 gets rid of these 3. This 1 gets rid of this. Where's our next step? We opened so many so fast. Now we're a little confused. I don't think there's anything that we've learned as far as over here. This 5 doesn't, well, actually it does, because this one is touching 1. That means at most only one of those could be, and so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 for these 2, 5. So include that and include that. That helps a little bit, not a lot though. So I may have kind of guessed at that though. No, I think that's logical. I think that's sound logic. Either way, because this is touching 1, we know that one's out. We don't know anything here though. That's a big old question mark right now. We have 11 mines remaining. We know there's 1 here and only 1. And then we know there are 2 here. It could be that there would be 1 here and then 1 between that and then 1 here. And that would work. Or it could be that there was 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And that would work. I don't think though that this would work. 1 here, 2 here, and 1 here. No, because then this would be touching 1 here, 2 here. That would work too. Is there any scenario where I could do this, this, and this? Yes. I think that... No, that won't work. If I put 1 here, here, and here, this 3 would be satisfied, but there would be no way to satisfy this one. either way, though, I think this pretty much eliminates these. Guessing a little bit there, but not by much. A little bit of guessing, guesswork going there. But I kind of know I'm in the wrong place. Or I'm not seeing everything, and I think I see it now. Of these, only one can be here. That means one between these two. One has to be here, and one has to be here. So include that, get rid of that. There we go. Get rid of that. This one's touching this one. That satisfies this row. That's done with that one and that one. This now satisfies that, so those are gone. This 3 includes this one. There's only one remaining here. It has to be here. It can't be this and this. So that gets rid of that. This and this. 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 There's one here. And because there's only one here, it has to be here. It couldn't be this, because then this 3 wouldn't be satisfied. And it couldn't be this, because then this 2 wouldn't be satisfied. It couldn't be this, because then neither one of them would be satisfied. It has to be this. So that gets rid of that, that gets rid of that. And this column marker gets rid of that. There we go. We have 2 in this column. This 2 is only touching 2, so it includes that one. So there's only one more. This. This 2 here has to touch one of these, which means this and this are gone, and this and this are gone. We have 4 mines remaining. We know one of them is in here. We know one of them is here. But as far as we know, there's 3 here. But more likely there's 2 here and 1 here. So, where's the next step here? If there was one here, then we wouldn't know about it. If there was one here, we have nothing touching any of those that besides question marks. These 2, and then one here at least, and then one here at least, and so that's 3, and then 4 here. Yeah, there's no way though you could do less than 3. There's nothing that would work there. Best case scenario is one here and one there. And that gets you to 3. And we know there is a 4 here. So that means these 2 can't be part of it. And and somehow I did a mistake. Well, if it's like any of the other Hexcells games, we know that you're allowed one mistake, so I'll take that information I gathered by my faulty logic here, faulting logic. This one is only touching one, so that includes that, and then satisfies that. This 2 gets rid of these 2, this one gets rid of this one, this one gets rid of this, this one gets rid of this. Ah, man, when was that? I missed that one. That was my faulty logic right there. This one gets rid of this. This one's now only touching one, which this one gets rid of this. This one gets rid of this. And so this one is only touching one, so that's the one to include. And we have 0 remaining, so we can just get rid of this. So it still gives you the same amount if you make one mistake. You're still alright. Let's quickly go to the next puzzle. Column numbers, ignore gaps. Interesting how this is getting introduced at this point, because it was totally kind of skipped over in Hexcells and Hexcells Plus. So I think the programmer, the maker of this game, got better at explaining the rules of the game as he went along. He got better as a menu developer, at least, and probably a programmer. I think I kind of like this concept of new programmers making a game, releasing it themselves on Steam, and then if it's a decent enough game, if they put enough time and effort in it for it to sell, they should make enough money that they, as a starving artist, could go and improve that game and work on it. We see that with like Hexcells. We've seen it with like The Binding of Isaac is another game I could mention that where that gets improved upon, remade, a couple remade ones. This one is touching 1 here, so we can include that. And then this 3 skips the gap, like I had already explained this, but so it's 1, 2, 3, ignore that gap. That gets rid of that and that. This 2, in the same fashion, means skipping the gap. This cannot be this, and this cannot be this, because it's 2 non-consecutive. This 0 then gets rid of that. This one includes that one. Simple enough. This 2, for instance, now tells us that the only proper solution, skipping the gap, would be 1 here and 1 here, skipping this middle one, because it's 2 non-consecutive with only 3. So that solves that issue. This one tells us, since it's 2 consecutive, that it has to be here. It couldn't be here. So that's gone. This one tells us it's 2 consecutive, so it can't be here or here, because it has to be touching each other. So notice the difference here. This 0 is touching this, so we can eliminate this, but this 0 doesn't skip the gap. And because this 0 doesn't skip the gap and tell us that there's 1 here, there's actually 1 here. Only this column here tells us that there's 1 here. So you get a little bit different information. This 3 tells us there's 3, so starting here it's 2, 3. And then get rid of that. 117. Let's look at the next puzzle, see how complicated it is. Oh, it's pretty complicated. Let's see if we can quickly figure it out. 3 consecutive. Nope, not that one. Almost there if I get rid of one of those. I'm looking for big numbers or small lines. 2 consecutive. Nope. 2 consecutive. Nope. 3. Alright, this starts as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That means this has to be included. That helps us a little bit. Not a ton. This 4 isn't useful, but this 3 is. So we know 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gets rid of this, this, and this. That's a little helpful. We're slowly opening the door. Let's see, 2 consecutive there. How about this? No, that's how we started. Where's that next step? Where's that vital next step? So it could be 1, 2, 3 here, and then this one could be touching that or that. That's not enough information. I also kind of always feel like I'm getting dangerously close to clicking on the hex cell that's right next to these columns. If I could just get rid of one of these, eliminating one of these would fill in the rest of the bar. We have 1 here, so if we satisfied that, that'd be nice. A 3 non-consecutive. A 2 consecutive, 3 non-consecutive. It seems like I'm just missing something. Just completely missing something. Well, this 3 could be 1, skip 1, 2. Or it could be 1, skip 1, 2. It's the same concept, just straightened out. Which means this and this are included. How does that turn things around for us? It doesn't. Not a single bit of information is useful from that. But it's good to know, I guess. We could guess. That's never a good thing to do. The odds are very, very high I would mess up if I did guess. Even our most educated guess isn't going to be that good. For for example, if we guessed that this was part of it or that this was part of it, all that's going to do is flag one of those and not even show us any vital information. We have to right click to guess, which means we pretty much have to pick something. Just pick a random one. 3 here doesn't help. This 4 doesn't help. This 3 doesn't help. Let's see, if we did a 3 here and a 3 here, or if we did a 3 here, and then 1 here. Let's just turn on all of the things. Why not? What happens if I just exit? Puzzle progress will be saved. Ah, that's nice. Is that true? Let's see. Exit, puzzle progress will be saved. We've unlocked section 4. We go back to 3-4. Yeah, the progress has been saved. Not all the toggling has been saved. This is new. So to restart, you have to go here. Interesting. I like the improvements they've made on this. Let's see. Can I derive anything from this? If there was one here, that would be it. If there was one here, that would be it. If there was one here, that would be it. No. Not a bit of useful information in that. I'm obviously missing something. Here we are. Here's a piece we're missing. We have 3 now here, which means 2 continuous includes this one, which then comes back around this way, tells us 3 there, which then what's the other thing I changed? That does give us a little bit more info. There's 2 here. Let's see, it could be 2 here. Could it? Like, ooh, why didn't I see this before? This is only touching 3, so those 3 are in. Maybe I right-clicked on it and got rid of it too early. This 2 eliminates that. That 0 eliminates that. That's helpful. This one eliminates this and this and includes that. Man, I'm missing things today. It's time to call it a day for me. After this episode, I will be sleeping for several hours to let my brain rest. This game really puts it into high demand. Let's see, 3 here is connected, so that's there. That's that and that. This 0 gets rid of that. This one eliminates this as a possibility. This one eliminates everything here. There we go. This one includes this. This one includes this. This one now and has always been only touching 3, so that's in. Man, I was just playing with blinders on, wasn't I? All of a sudden the solutions look obvious. With that, we can get rid of that. This has 2, so that means this has to be part of it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all that's left, so those are all included. This one is already touching 1, so we can get rid of that. This one includes this one, which then makes it really easy to know this is it. Get rid of those 2. This one includes that one, which then satisfies this and gets rid of these 2. This 0 gets rid of this. This one includes this one, which then satisfies this row, so all these are gone. This one is only touching 1, so that's included. That then satisfies these 2. Gets rid of that. This 0 is not touching anything, so we'll get rid of those 2. This one's only touching 1. Include that. This one's only touching 1. Include that. This 2 is only touching 2. Include that. Get rid of this one. Done. I was making it a lot harder than it should have been, obviously. This may be my issue with all of the difficult puzzles I've run into, quite honestly. I may very well have made it just more difficult on myself by being in the wrong state of mind. Just not focused enough. When I recently covered The Witness, I will tell you that it didn't require anywhere to the level of this thought process. This was pretty much, The Witness was a breeze to play. There were some difficult parts, yes, but not consistently difficult and requiring a heavy amount of logical thinking like this. This one's been satisfied, so I can get rid of this. This and this includes that, which then satisfies this. And then this is touching 2, so includes that. 4, 1, 2, 3, potential 4 there, potential 4 there, so we don't know yet on that one. 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, too many there, we're not ready for that. This 1 we haven't solved. This 3 has been resolved though, so we can get rid of that. This 1 is only touching 1, so it's in. Then that this 4 has been resolved, so these two are out. This 2 is already touching 2, so that's out. This 2 is only touching 2, so that's in. This 3 is only touching 3, so that's in. That means this one has now been resolved. So we can get rid of these. Make sure I click on the right thing. This 2 is only touching 2, so we include those. We have 6 mines left at this point. This 3, still we don't know. This 4 eliminates this. This 2 eliminates this one and this one. This 1 includes this one. This one also includes it. This 2 has been satisfied. This 1 is still a question. And this 3 is not a question anymore because we only have 3 options. 1, 2, 3. Include that. Get rid of that. It's still a question here. Though this 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So include that one and that one. 1, 2, 3, 4 now. Includes that one and that one. And we have 1 remaining. And in fact, since we have 1 remaining and we know it's got to be one of these, we could just mark all the others wrong. But let's just double check. We have 3 connected. We've already done 3, so that gets rid of this and satisfies that. And then this 1 is touching 1 here, so that gets rid of this one. And then this one includes this one. So this one here gets rid of this. This 0 gets rid of this. And there's really nothing, it seems like. I'm not seeing anything at all that would have pointed us in this direction. Like, this one is slightly off its angle. So we're left with this final one, just that has to be the last move. You have to solve everything else to get rid of this. That's very surprising that there wouldn't have been something pointing to it, but no, nothing at all. I don't know why it's very surprising though. So that's 3, 4, 3, 5 will just be another big puzzle. Progress won't be saved if you don't make any progress, apparently. And we are 26% done with this game. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.